Hello, I'm a student from the University of San Buenaventura and I'm going to present to you AD, which means audiovisual description. I'm sorry. So now you might ask, what is AD? What is audio description? So it is a method of making visual content accessible to individuals who like their sight. It involves the verbalization of visual information to convey the essential elements of a scene in a movie, in a piece of work, of artwork, or a play. AD aims to provide a meaningful and immersive experience for those who have lost their sight somehow. Now, let's talk a little bit about the regional variations that you might perceive in AD. For example, AD practices in museums may be different from one region to another. For example, Europe. Europe and the United States have different ways when it comes to audio description. European AD tends to focus more on the emotional theme and artistic aspects of the exhibition on the emotional theme of the source itself than the Americans. While America AD often leads towards a more factual and objective approach. These two approaches reflect the difference between two cultures in who are different. Now, what are the functions of AD? Provide an explanation of the images that is pleasant to the ear because we don't want to. Um, if we give too much information, we can make the person feel anxiety or stress, and we don't want that. Another one is provide a frame of dialogues who is talking, for example. And the last one, identify clear sounds. So for example, if I'm here talking to you and then you hear another sound going out, I might tell you. If you hear a dog, I might tell you it's a dog. And if it's important to this scene, I might tell you not only it's a dog, but also what is the importance of that dog. It's my pet, or yeah, it's my companion, like that. Or now, different that constitute audiovisual text. The visual nonverbal images, which are the nonverbal, which are the images, the visual verbal, which is text on the screen, the aural nonverbal, which are the sounds and the music, as I already mentioned, and the aural verbal, which is the speech. Now, what are the basic characteristics of AD? An assistive service for people with silos, and oral service generally rendered on the basis of gradient test, a service that can be adhered to um, every kind of audiovisual product, static or dynamic, live or record. Here we have um, another, for example, as I told you, live or record. When it comes to AD to audio description, sometimes we have to improve that as a society when it comes to the quiz games, the games shows, the news. It's not suitable for AD because it has too much information going on, and for example with the news we don't have a space to to give information. We don't have the space. They always go with information. There's no pauses there, so it's impossible. It's not suitable for ADs. So that's something that we might have to correct. Now you might ask, how is it that AD works? How is it that it is how is it that it works? Yeah, like how we produce that, how a audio description is produced, under what circumstances, how is it to work as audio describer. So the production of AD includes four stages. The first one is called AD script. AD script is freeze. We have we what we experience the film without seeing it. So we might experience the film as a person who might like of who who might have different circumstances with the sign, and so we might understand how it feels. Like we're watching this film, and then we watch the film completely, and we start writing the script. We have to read the script aloud as the search is going on, to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the scene, to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the search. The next one is called create TT. Read the AD to make sure it doesn't interfere with any search of the movie, of the thing that you are working with. The next one is called review. The material by one audio describer. For example, sometimes it's a team of 2 or 3 people, and also sometimes with blind counseling to advising you and give solutions to the AD script. Rehearsal. It's practicing the script with the voice talent. In case that it is, sometimes the one that cries the AD is the same one that gives light to it. And also to make final changes. Record. Record the AD with the voice talent or the synthetic voice. And the last one, which is meets the AD with the original soundtrack. When a sound is difficult to identify, we should name the sound and or the source of the sound. When a sound is too obvious, we shouldn't do that. But if it's difficult to identify the source of that sound, it is necessary. Now, when it comes to the sounds, there's 2 terms that we have to have in mind. The first one is that diegetic, so that means that sound is part of the reality of the scene. And the another one is called non-diegetic. It's music or off-screen voices. To describe characters, we don't say she is beautiful. Instead, we say what makes her beautiful. What makes her beautiful? Um, Now we have to go to the general, to the specific. So as the time is short, we should focus in the general, and if the time allows, then we go to the details. When films, when the films does not follow a chronologic order, it shall be audio described. It also apply when the place change. So, for example, when you watch a movie, and sometimes the character tends to go back memories to a flashback, so we tell flashback to make sure that we that the that our audience experience in the full of the movie, which is we want our audience to be fully immersed in the movie. Then when it comes to, for example, cultural references, which can be geographical, ethnographic, sociopolitical. Um, Sometimes we watch a movie and the character is referring to another character from another movie. Sometimes we can say it. Um, Suppose that you are watching a movie, and that you have a girl, and that little girl goes with her toy everywhere, and she said that she loves that toy because it's her favorite um her favorite, it's her friend. And so there is an attachment to that, like that toy. Suppose that it is Winnie Pooh. So then we can say it's Winnie Pooh, or we can say it in a way that the audience understand the character that it's mean that it's mean referring to. So then we don't have to go. We shouldn't go vague with our words. We should go general, specific to what it is, because again, the time is sometimes we don't have time to say it, to explain. So we must go quickly to what we should, to what is going on in the scene. So never say we see in front of us. Be specific. It also goes, for example, with when we are describing when we have a girl, and that girl, or suppose that man is wearing a sweater. Don't say sweater. Be specific. Turtleneck. Um, be specific with the nouns. We want to be specific. All use simple present tense and short sentences. Use shortened sentences and ellipses to fast action, and longer sentences and more complex syntax for descriptive illustrative scenes. If someone is quiet and in a very beautiful landscape, whether it's beautiful or it's bad, in those sometimes we have the in those scenes we have time, and because those scenes are illustrative, are very important, like it goes to the inner self. So then we can go harder to those ones, we can go complex to those ones. So that was a short presentation of AD, but hopefully you understand, or you might find that very interesting. And if you do, please go and learn more, because that's very beautiful, and it's a beautiful word, and we all should be interested in a word for that. And so always forget to always remember to be mindful about others, and do we want to be better at the descriptions. Or if you might find this helpful, go and check more and more and learn more from AD.